The title of this video is If I Were a Big Player, Part 1. You try to put yourself in the shoes of a big player and try to understand what they will do. This is how you can play against them and how you can profit from the stock market. Let me first ask this question. Do you think that the stock market has perfect competition? You may think so, but I say no. It is very far from perfect competition. Why? Well, we have a few big players there, not very many, but millions of small guys. In this kind of situation, you're bound to have one small group taking advantage of a huge number of small guys. And besides this, they have something that the small guys don't. They have lethal weapons. What are the lethal weapons? Insider information, tons of cash, and tons of stock holdings. Who are the big guys? Well, they belong to a small, exclusive club of big players. Some of them are born rich. Some of them are self-made multimillionaires. Some of them are fund managers. They get their income by getting a cut on the daily profits that they make because they trade daily with the fund money. And some of them are money launderers because some of them are engaged in shady businesses and they got a lot of cash incomes, and their cash go into the stock market so that the illegal cash will become legal cash. Let me tell you, they are no financial experts, and there are no CEOs or top executive officers who are big players. And they don't need to have financial expertise. Why? Because all the big players engage in the age-old practice of buy low and sell high. You don't need that much education, do you? And there is another age-old practice too. Big fish eat small fish. Nobody can deny that. How do they do it? 4 ways. Number 1, ensure that they have access to insider information. This is very crucial. Without that, you cannot eat the small guys. Ban or circumvent the rules. This you have to do it very discreetly. Orchestrate public participation and coordinate among themselves. Big players have to coordinate so that they can play the market. How to gain access to insider information? Everybody knows that there are only a few people who have insider information within a public company. Those are the few top executives, such as the Chief Executive Officer, Chief Financial Officer, Chief Operation Officer, or maybe some others. There's another group of top people in a public company. They are the board of directors, usually under 10, maybe a little bit more. Now, their power is very big. They can fire and hire top executives. So this set up a beneficial relationship between the two. The board members can fire or hire or enhance the careers of the top executives of the company. So what these guys are doing, they have to please the board of directors. Then who are the board of directors? They must be the major shareholders or their representatives. Now, it's very stupid for the board of directors to demand inside information from these top company officers. But they don't have to do it bluntly. They do it discreetly so that they don't violate any laws, because there are laws forbidding the spread of insider information. How? Very easy. You just become friends or business pals. How do you become pals? The directors just invite the top executives to golf, to their parties on their luxurious yachts, or to nice dinners, many other things. Bend the rules. If you are rich and powerful, you know how to bend the rules, or you can hire somebody to do it for you. We know that rules and laws are broken all the time. Otherwise, you would not find any rapists, murderers, or drug dealers roaming the streets. And when you're rich and powerful, you can be sure that you don't go to jail. How many rich and powerful people do you see go to jail? Maybe 1 or 2 every year. What are the ways of bending the rules? One way that we can see plainly is that there is after-hour trading. After-hours trading are not meant for the small guys, you and me. They are meant for the big players. And also there are a lot of short sale arrangements that we don't even understand. To gain access of insider information by the board of directors through discreet manners such as over golf, dinners, parties, and other activities is also a way of bending the rules. Another way to bend the rules is to make friends with legislators, such as congressmen and senators. How? Very easy. You just contribute to their re-election campaigns, because they have to get re-elected to stay on the job. And you just need to finance their campaigns. And when they get re-elected, they will become your friends and allies. And what you want is they make the regulations more lax for you about the financial markets, and there will be less government supervision of the financial markets. Now we come to orchestrating public participation. Why do we have to orchestrate the public? First of all, you have to ask, where does the money come from? Where do the big players make their money? From where? From the small investors, of course. The big players are a small few. They don't fight against each other because they will all lose. They only need to rob the small investors. And we know that small investors are subject to orchestration and seduction with all kinds of news and technical analysis. The technical analysis are produced by the financial analysts, who are just employees of investment companies controlled by the big players. They may be MBAs or PhDs from famous schools, but they are used as conductors for the orchestration of the public, because they know that the more technical material they produce, the public will like it more, and some of the public may even admire them. Now what we have to ask is, do you think are the analysts truly independent? Are they doing independent research and serving the public? Well, if you ask this question, all you need is to look at their paychecks. Where do their paychecks come from? The paychecks come from the investment companies who employ them, and the companies are controlled by the big players. So the analysts are not truly independent. And Another thing that the analysts don't have is that they may have the education, but they don't have the lethal weapons. What are the lethal weapons? We just talked about the lethal weapons are insider information, tons of cash, and tons of stock holdings. We also have to be aware that what the analysts say don't make much sense if the big guys want to discredit them. The big guys can always discredit an analyst by buying or selling contrary to the analyst's predictions. In that case, nobody will believe the analyst because the market always goes the other way.